What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. I know it's been a long time since my last post. Having a baby's proved a little bit more difficult than what I originally thought. Not that I thought it was going to be easy, but I haven't had as much time as what I thought. So I'm going to obviously try and find time in the future. I know I said that on the last video, but I'll make a promise this time. This is in the wake of a loss to Chelsea overnight, which we'll get on to. 3-0 loss. But I guess the main things I want to talk about, and I've missed a lot of it, you know, the Jesse Marsh appointment I wasn't here for. Sorry if I'm moving around, I don't have anything to hold the camera. I'm doing this on my lunch break. The Jesse Marsh appointment, the results in between, it's been a while. He picked up points, you know. Would he have picked up, I'm sort of going to rant, sorry, I'm just going to be everywhere. He picked up points against probably the easier teams. Do I think Bielsa would have done that? I don't actually think so, because everyone sort of forgets that the players were overtrained. Some of the players wanted him out. Whether that's the right thing or not, I'm not sure. I probably saw in the other video that we needed change, and I still maintain that Bielsa should have left. Not that I don't love him, he's like a granddad. But I just think that it was the right thing for him to leave, and we probably should have done it a bit sooner. Is Jesse Marsh the right guy? I think he doesn't show a plan, but also doesn't have the resources to show a plan, if you know what I mean. He doesn't really have the players that he wants to play his standard 4-2-2-2. Has he made tactical errors? Yes, but you can't really fault him. He hasn't had a preseason. It's not his players. It's a very, very thin squad. And unfortunately, I think he's going to take us down. It's not over yet. Burnley lose 2 games and we pick up a point, or 3 games and we pick up a point. Then we're in the clear. But the way Burnley have been playing, they'll play pragmatic and they'll pick up a point from somewhere against like Aston Villa or something, and I think that's us down. I'm gonna make a video about us going down. It is a what if, and it'll probably come out tomorrow or the day after. I'll make a video about what that looks like, my thoughts on it, what players stay, what players don't. I've got a list that I've actually gone through with my dad and a mate of mine of who I think stays and who I think goes. You know, unfortunately, and I'll just speak a little bit about it. Unfortunately, we don't have like one of those really good championship squads. Like if this team went to the championship, we win, but most players are going to leave. We don't have the team like a Norwich or Sheffield United and things that maintain the squad as they go down, and Newcastle was one of them. We have either really, really poor championship players / League One, or superstars. Your Phillipses, your Rafinha, Melier, which I know he's not played well, but he is a future France #1, and I think he will go. I don't think he's going to stick around with us. Anyway, we'll get into it in another video, but that's why I think we'll struggle to come back up, and it's going to be interesting to see, because there's going to be a lot of players leaving, a lot of players coming in, I hope, and hopefully the 49ers give some more money, because Radrizzani is quite clearly broke or just doesn't want to spend money. I love the guy and what he's done for the club and where he's brought us until this year, so I can't get too angry at him because of what he's done, but he's sort of ran the race, finishing first, and then he stumbled at the last minute and finished second, is the way that I sort of look at it. If we go down. If we stay up somehow, then obviously scratch that, but we need to invest heavily. But just talking briefly on the Chelsea game and a few games beforehand, there has been a lack of tactics. I do think we should give Jesse Marsh some slack. I do understand he's been poor, he's going to take us down, but we were in this position long before Jesse Marsh came here. As in, like, yes, we were out of the relegation zone and he's taken us in, but if you give Bielsa that run of games, I don't think he picks up the same amount of points. We were in despair when Bielsa got sacked. We just got pumped most goals conceded in a month. It was ridiculous. So the change needed to happen. Was Jesse Marsh the right man? I don't know who keeps us up. Short of going, oh, Sam Allardyce. Sorry if the camera moves. I've said it already, but and it's gonna be this is gonna be unedited because I don't have really time to edit it, so I'm just gonna try and speak off the cuff and make it pretty real and hope I don't say anything too ridiculous or out there. But I think in the end we have done this to ourselves. The board are to blame, Bielsa's to blame. Jesse Marsh, look, some blame, but not really. He's inherited a squad that's not up for it at all. And these silly red cards we're copping is just, it's frustrating. The whole thing's frustrating. I don't think yeah, I want to be in the Premier League, and I'm a bit down about the whole situation. I'm a bit down that we're not gonna push on and really get Europe like that, like what Marsh is talking about. And we have a really good youth system. And again, this is going to go into another video where I'm going to really make a video, like a decent 15-minute video about who stays and who goes and stuff. But even our youngsters are of the quality that Premier League teams are trying to keep them. Gelhardt and Creswell will kill, and Lewis Bate will kill the championship. I think Lewis Bate stays, but Gelhardt and Creswell, I'd be surprised if we still have them. So we could be buying 11, 12 players. Like, really realistically, we need to get rid of a lot of wages, and we could potentially be buying a lot of players next year if we go down. But I think that's it. I think we're down. I sort of just the 5 stages of grief or whatever it is. A few weeks ago when Burnley started winning, I'm a bit more of I'm not really an optimistic Leeds fan. I'm more of one of those pessimistic fans. I'm sorry. But that's just my personality. I can't look at it. I'm definitely a glass half empty guy when it comes to Leeds. And so a few weeks ago is when I started to actually think that we weren't going to survive. When Burnley picked up the first win, I was like, this is typical Leeds. We won't pick up points, especially with the run of games we had. And when they were talking about Leeds, Everton and Burnley's run of games, and Everton had a hard run, and we had a just as hard run, and Burnley had an easy run. And both those teams started picking up points, and we lost. And I started just feeling, here we go, this is the end. And then Burnley won again and again, and it's just each week is just the next stage of grief. So the first week I was upset. Second week it was like anger. Third week it was sort of whatever else it is, like you just sort of over it and go whatever. And now and like sort of last week, yeah, or week and a half, it's been acceptance. My dad's not fully at the end of the grief scale yet, so he's turned to anger. This is from the Chelsea game, and look, I get all the guys that are saying, you know, these last 3 games haven't been easy games, and it's not. And we're not expected to pick up points against those 3, but we're also not supposed to be in a position where we have to. I guess that's the point. Is while we haven't picked up a single point against top 6 sides, and it's a bit frustrating. We weren't supposed to. So, we're not supposed to be in a position where we have to in the end, and that's where we are. Yeah, I'm frustrated, but at the same time, I've sort of accepted it, and I don't think, and some people might kill me for this, because I think it isn't, as a Leeds fan, you see yourself as being a top 6 club, and I still view us as being a top English club. I think the club, not what happens on the park, but the club and the fans and everything, it is a top English club. But I just don't think we're gonna. the Premier League isn't all it's cracked up to be. And I know it's going to be a really outlandish statement. I'm not trying to be one of those guys who makes really ridiculous statements, but it feels very commercialized, and I wasn't able to enjoy the games. I thought that having something to watch the games for each week was going to be fun. It's really not. It's really, really not. I miss watching the games and just enjoying it. And I sort of do have a Premier League team when Leeds aren't in the Premier League. It was always Liverpool. I lived there for 3.5 months. And I got family from Liverpool, and they're Liverpool supporters, so I've always had a soft spot for them. And I haven't got to enjoy watching them play. I've hated watching them play this year. So that will be one positive, is I'll get to enjoy football again. But at the same time, I don't want to play against Luton. it's a weird spot, because I feel it's a nostalgic thing. The championship was some of the best moments I've ever enjoyed as a Leeds fan, and that's why I'm not that. That's what I've sort of come to accept. Like I said, at first I was angry, and I've sort of come to acceptance, and you start to find the positives in it and try to spin it in a way so that you don't go nuts. And like I said, I'd rather be in the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, I want to be in the Premier League. I want to be buying the best players in the world and get up there and play Europe. It's not what I'm saying, but the positive of this is we can really restructure. Hopefully the 49ers come in and buy the club and finish that off. Start again, get a good sustainable club. If we are a yo-yo club, we'll get cash, because right now we haven't had cash for a long time, but now we have cash. And start again. I think if we were to stay in the Premier League, it'd be difficult to do that. So if we do stay up, I think next year will be a struggle. We could keep some players, but we'd have to still heavily invest. Whereas this way, it's doing it probably on the cheaper way, where you go down, you lose some players, you invest again, but you minimize the wage budget, you minimize, and you try to bring quality. I think we have to utilize the loan market better, like other teams do. But anyway, that's something I'll bring up in the next video. But I'll leave it there. It's just my thoughts. I think we're going down. It's a negative, but there is positive spin. Remember that, you know, the championship isn't the worst thing in the whole entire world. It's the best second division in the world. Yes, it's difficult to get out of, and we were there for so long, it's frustrating, but just be positive and think that this can be a restructure, and it's not going to be like last time where we go down and we have negative 26 points. But be warned, this could be a Sheffield United where we finish mid-table again. It could be a Newcastle where we bounce back up if we don't lose enough players. I think Gelhardt will brain it if he stays here, and same with Creswell. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like and a subscribe. Like I said, I'm really sorry that I haven't been posting. I know that it's not a lot of you that watch, and it's not like I'm super popular as a YouTuber, but you know, I wanted to grow this channel, and that was my goal. But here I am, and that will be my resolution, my mid-year resolution, that I want to get you know, some more subscribers and chat to you guys and try to be consistent. So yeah, if you like the video, again, please drop me a like, and hopefully we don't go down. But yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, don't let it get you down too much. Don't let it affect your life. In the end, it's just football. And yeah, peace.